settles, and away they go from the 1800 metre marker. And one of the first to go is Roy's Flyer. French markers right there shortly after the start of Shuniwami fights. Icepacks in the pink back at the rail. Prince of Arabia's back fourth, then Mida George, the King's Hand on the outside of runners. Seven Swords is the court, the deepest of all at this stage. Then Open M, Shuniwami, Sir Ernest, and Big Ambitions, one of the trailers, racing about a dozen lengths off the leader. Sir Ernest very strong at the back of the field. French markers in front as they go to the 1200 metre marker. Roy's Flyer second, and Seven Swords gets up to race third. Icepacks in the pink at the rail fourth. Prince of Arabia is fifth, and then comes Mida George. Open Air, the King's Hand's in seventh position, about 8 lengths off the leader. Then comes in Shuniwami, Big Ambitions, and Sir Ernest, the last two. They're at the 900 metre area, and there's about a dozen lengths first to last. French mark continuing to control the pace. Roy's Flyers back second, and Seven Swords, the white blinkers, third. Icepacks in the pink near the panel. They're followed by Prince of Arabia and Mida George. The King's Hand and Open Air, they travel together about 7 lengths off the leader. Then Sir Ernest and Big Ambitions. They hasten up at the top of the stretch, and French mark goes. On the outside is Roy's Flyer. Down the inside, Icepack, Seven Swords. Towards the outside, Prince of Arabia. The King's Hand still got about 5 or 6 lengths to make up. French mark at the 300 metre marker. Down the inside is Icepack. On the outside, Roy's Flyer. But French mark stole it at the 200 metre marker and is holding on. And it's French mark going from practically pillar to post. And French mark, a good ride, won it. Open Air second. Icepack third, and then came Roy's Flyer. Well, you have to say a very good ride by Ian Sturgeon. He controlled the pace on the Son of Woodborough, slowed it right down, and then hastened up at the top of the stretch, trained by Des Hectors, and they win it well. This is the 7th time at the track for French mark. Last run was coughing, there were excuses, but the previous run was caught very late. That was over 16, goes the 1800 today, and a good win from French mark. Open Air runs into second. Third place will go to Icepack. The fourth place to number 12, Roy's Flyer. Then the King's Hand, Mida George, Prince of Arabia is further back in the field. And then we stretched out to the next place horse. We'll wait for that. That's Big Ambitions. And further back, Umshuniwami was strong in the early stages. As we look at the head-on inside the 400, and French mark now quickens up. Roy's Flyer was the white blinkers. Icepack is in the yellow, and the grey Open Air on the left-hand side is staying on very nicely. But French mark is already well home and in control at the business end of race number 3. So that goes to French mark. Reminder that the fourth race that will start off our jackpot, that race was off at 2020. That's in about 22 minutes time until the running of the fourth race. Back to the studio.
Des Edges has saddled number 1 French Mark, the son of Woodborough, and he's put in a winning performance this evening. I remember having a chat to you before his penultimate run, and you gave us some confidence for the exactors, and he's reproduced that tonight.
Oh, absolutely, Sheldon. I've always had a high regard of this horse. You know, his earlier form, we gave him the runs to teach him and bring him on. He's not a sprinter. And I explained before the race, you know, the process of how we came into this race, and it's all come together. Obviously, we were accurate in our assessment, and that's what counts. Big thanks to John Brodell. He brought the horse on to us with his partner Clive Garlick. It's John's first winner, and Clive's first winner with myself, and Gunnas and Dennis. Thanks to them as well for coming into the horse. I do think he's still going to go further, and I think we could get another 2 or 3 out of him. Ian will explain more. He's a horse with a lot of heart, and it came together tonight, and that's what counts.
Looking to keep the lights on tonight? Keep your lights on?
With a bit of luck, no power failure. Yeah. Listen, he's an above average horse. I must say he's had a bit of a layoff. He's coming back, as best as we could get him after a little break. So a good run. Won't surprise me if he's there in the shake-up. But I know there's more horse to come after tonight.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Let's get the winning pilot, Ian Sturgeon, into the picture, yeah? And you rode a copybook race, yeah? Everything mapped out dead right.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy race to ride on this horse because he switches off in front so nicely. And at the bottom of the hill, I could feel I was sitting on quite a lot of horse, and I started to just stretch him out a little bit, because he really, he's got a nice big action. I thought I'd get on with it and use him. And, going down to the last furlong, it was quite nice, he had it all sewn up.
A runner I like later on is Michelle Marbell. I think the 1400 will suit her down to the ground.
Yeah, the mile just catches her out a little bit. She probably is capable of winning a mile, but the 14 is probably a little bit better. She's a big runner there.
Well done.
Thanks, Sheldon. Of course, to Des and his team, and, all of his owners, thank you very much to them.
Well done.
Cheers, thanks.
Let's get the winning connections in. I believe it's your first winner this evening. If you want to step in, get on the camera there. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. I'd just like to say thank you to Ian for riding a very nice race. Thank you for Des, he's stable. It's the first winner, so you haven't got much to say.
Did you have a few rand on each way?
Yes, I did. And, having bred the horse as well makes a lot of difference as well. See them growing up and then to win as well.
All the best with his future and enjoy it with the family.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Well done. Nice to have first-time owners on the course. Number 1, French Mark. He certainly left his mark on the poly track, and that's in the winner's box.